Is Amazon FBA truly a way you can get to passive income? I'm sure you're seeing tons of creators saying they will teach you how to run an Amazon FBA shop and earn six figures a year doing it. But me, I'm not one of those guys. I'm actually reviewing every side hustle, looking into them, letting you know which ones are fact or fiction. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and comment down below on the next side hustle you want me to look into. But when it comes to Amazon FBA, I'm going to start from the very beginning, let you know exactly what it is, how the profit margins work, how the whole system works, and things you need to consider before you get into it. So if that interests you, keep watching. Now, before we get started, I do need to thank my sponsor, SnipFeed. They have been with me from the very beginning. They make all my content available to you for free, and they are a great platform for you to use if you are looking to monetize your social media business. They help you run one-on-one coachings. They help you sell your digital products, take tips, all those types of things. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, check them out in the description below. And if it's not something you're interested, at least thank SnipFeed for sponsoring creators like me. They make all the information and things that I have available to you at no cost. Now let's get into the details around Amazon FBA. Now, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you are researching Amazon FBA because you stumbled across some type of video that tells you it is the key to passive side hustle income. But in case you've come to this not knowing what it is at all, let me just play you some of the videos that are out there by creators telling you you can make easy money doing this one. So here is a random video I found with hashtag Amazon FBA easy money. And there are a lot of creators out there saying this is easy money, but is it truly? We'll get into later, but let me play the video.
What's up guys, let me show you guys how to make some quick easy profit. This is selling on Amazon for $34. Make a quick easy $7 profit. It only costs $14. We're taking this whole pallet. That's how you make some quick easy cash.
Now that is one of many videos I see on TikTok saying that Amazon FBA is the path to passive income. But as you can see, it would take you going to a retail store, finding something that's cheaper than what sells on Amazon and buying a whole pallet of them and then boxing them up, sending them to Amazon for them to hold. And then as orders come in, you start to generate income. Now that's not quite passive income to me, as passive income shouldn't have all those logistics, but there are also other things I would like to challenge, including that $7 profit that we will get into later. But first, let me just show you another product just so we're all on the same page that would meet these qualifications and make it super easy for you to understand. Shampoo products are something I see a lot of FBA gurus saying is something easy for you to flip using Amazon FBA. And so I went to my local Target and you can see that this two-piece set is $6.89. How much does that sell for on Amazon? $15.18. So they do the simple math and tell you that is the profit you can get, but that is not true. Now, often many of these gurus leave out these fees because it starts to eat away at that profit and doesn't make it seem as lucrative as it may seem. And why would they do that? Well, typically because they have a course to sell you. But let me give you the real deal, no gatekeeping, just how this would actually work for you. And in fact, this is all public information. I pulled it straight from Amazon's Seller Central. So it's just a little bit of research that shows it to you. But I think this is a real good way for you to look at this business, as there are ways to make money doing it, but it is a true grind and you really do have to figure out the right products, because there is a risk that you may lose money doing Amazon FBA. So starting from the top, you can see there is a monthly inventory storage fee. Basically, how much storage space will you take up at Amazon's warehouse? It's calculated per cubic foot. It can range from 56 cents to $3.34. So when you send all those coffee creamers to Amazon, or as we just walked through that shampoo use case, you're going to have to calculate how much that pallet will take up at the storage facility of Amazon and consider this cost in your cost of doing business. Second is FBA fulfillment fees per unit. So basically, Amazon does charge you a fee for them to fulfill these orders. So as people order them, their cost of shipping and things get carried on to you. You can see this ranges from $3.22 to $4.34, eating even more at that profit that we talked about if we were to do those shampoo bottles. Then there's Amazon FBA fulfillment fees per unit oversized. So these two fees aren't things that you would get each. It's if you're a standard size, which I think in both cases, the shampoo and the coffee creamer, they'd be standard size products. But if it was an oversized product, consider that it would be an actual higher cost than the one right before it. Then there's the aged inventory surcharge. Basically what happens here is as you start to get orders, let's say they're not shipping as fast as you anticipated, you actually get an aged inventory charge, meaning Amazon has held on to these products too long, so they're going to charge you a little bit extra each day that it stays in their storage unit. So you can see that's from 50 cents to $6.90. Then there are other two sets of fees that come in as a little bit incremental. You may not incur them, but sometimes you can. So once you get all these fees out there, that $7 profit he talked about may not even materialize, and you may owe Amazon money. So this is the main thing I want you to remember. You buying all this inventory is an investment risk. If you were to buy a pallet of $14 creamers, that is a lot of money that you're putting up front, and you getting that money back is not a guarantee. So you really have to understand this business and understand all these fees, understand all the risks to actually make money. Now, I'm not saying Amazon FBA isn't a way you can make money. There are surely people doing it, but you need to understand that it's going to be a lot harder than many of these people kind of portray, like in that video. And it's not passive income. You do have to go to these retailers. You do have to get these orders. You do have to ship it to Amazon. And then you have to do the hard math and making sure these fees and things will still keep you in a net positive place, and that you will make not only the money you invested into the product, basically paying that $14 each to buy that whole pallet, but making a little bit profit on top. So if this was a helpful video, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any room for improvement, I'm open to hearing those. Look out for my other videos on Amazon affiliates, on drop shipping, on Etsy selling, all those things. I have them right here if you're interested. And don't forget to subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. It really does help me. On to the next one, guys. Peace.